Thank you. Thanks a lot to the organizers and for the opportunity. That's okay. We can start here. Yes. Yeah, so I will, actually, you will see that I have more questions and requests and information on what is data management and fair share. But I will share with you the experience we are going through in Denmark. We are implementing a Danish bioimaging infrastructure and our vision, and I'm not going to spend too much on that, but just for the people that are too much into data and don't know what we're doing a lot of imaging to answer questions. No, it's not going. Let me just go back. No. Okay, so what our vision is, or mission also, is to help life scientists answer questions across scales, right? So from whole body to like a structure of molecules that we have seen. So we have actually open access core facilities across Denmark that kind of offer this to the life scientists in Denmark and actually outside also. And in 2021, we got some funding from the ministry to organize ourselves. So this is what we promised the ministry, and that's what we're currently doing. So we're upgrading technologies across the different facilities. We have 9 facilities across Denmark, and they include clinical, preclinical, light microscopy, electron microscopy, and image analysis. I'm not going to focus so much on that, but I'm going to focus on the second part of the proposal, which was about kind of creating an image analysis core facility at the national level. I will share with you some of our experience as we are going, and then we also have promised that we are going to make this image repository for at the national level, and we're working with the digital infrastructure, the national digital infrastructure in Denmark. Importantly, also in this proposal, there was actually money and investments of human resources for the coordination and national operation of this infrastructure. And actually, just 2 days ago, we submitted our proposal for the 2732, which is great to see also that the ministry is also accepting that there is a need of continuation of this support, right? So some of you already have mentioned that human resources are essential, and I totally agree. I think, and that's what also we are implementing, but we also think about the long-term sustainability of these people. But this is the team we have today in this national infrastructure image analysis core facility. So there's, as you can see, quite a young early career image analyst. They are working together with the facilities to implement different services. So that's image analysis services. They can go from just like simple tools that are existing to development of specific tools for either doing workflows or little extra tools. Just very quickly, because there's not much time, but just to share with you what we are going through, because we're trying to also make a sustainability model, a business case, so that we can, so there is some user fees, and we're trying now today to revise what is the payment model that we have to implement. It is, as many of you maybe have experience with, not very sustainable to have a full recovery model, but you have to combine that with other activities and other funding opportunities. One of the activities we're also looking into as a sustainability revenue, it's training. I mean, there's a lot of need for training, we can see, and we do a lot of workshops and courses and so on. Is sometimes even for commercial companies, which actually pay quite well. So that's a good thing to go for, I think. Then infrastructure-wise, we have several solutions. So we have a kind of a cloud solution. This is again, the idea is that anybody in Denmark could kind of connect remotely to these services. So it's not only for one location. So there's a lot of remote focus, and people today can connect remotely to our uCloud, where there's some softwares available. and also to the 3 workstations we have in the hub via VPN that works quite well. And as you can see, more or less, the distribution of the software. So we try to train people on open source because they have, I mean, we don't know what they have in their sites, but that we also offer some commercial solutions. So this is now moving a little bit on to explain to you where we are data management wise. It's not very impressive, but I will share it with you openly. We have all these systems creating a lot of data, as we have talked. And then, yeah, there is different solutions. I'll get back to that, to how you manage things at different facilities. But I think the you know, where we are and what I hope that I can help from you is to get some kind of guidelines to have this interinstitutional lobbying for a common image analysis, image data management and fair data share. Some of you have already mentioned it. It's very difficult to, I believe that actually we need to change the culture. We'll get back, I think it's later on. And we need to involve really the institutions to not us facility people having to ask please to the users to share their data, but it should be like mandatory and it should be compulsative that when you do experiments, the data is organized properly and is linked properly and so on, right? I'll get back to that. So going back, the team of 3 of our image analysis core facility, what they're trying to do is connect to the different individual facilities. So we're also kind of educating our institutions to prioritize some funds for image analysts in the different facilities so that they can connect. The management or the data flow as it is today, it's mainly like either going from the systems to sometimes even a controller or a local cluster, of course, or like direct link. And then sometimes people just goes controller, cluster, workstation, image analysis workstation. Sometimes it goes directly to the cluster or to the workstation, like direct processing, going back to the local cluster. And then a lot of our institutions have their own network drives, which is fine again, but they're not really fair share. They're not open to anybody else. So that's where we have to talk to our institutions, and I need some kind of guidelines of how to do that and what is needed and what, because I don't believe the work is worth it if it's not global sharing, right? I don't think that will make big difference. I think the key word here is the global sharing. So yes, so this is just, I mean, we are actually working with the national infrastructure. So we are lucky enough, we have actually a dedicated team that wants to help us. So what we are missing, and I'm missing, and that's why I'm here, is that I wish and I hope that we get kind of a white paper from the experts on the global scene that defines for all of us what are the metadata that is needed, essential. Some of you said keep it simple. It would be nice to have like the essential, great, fantastic, you know, and you could even actually then have certificates for people to say what kind of quality. You have certificates today for going green with leaf labs and things like that. You could have some kind of certificate that shows how fair you are in your research, and that maybe one day will be something that the fundings will evaluate on. Yeah. So now we just take stock again. Let's get out. It's almost done. So yes. So I think that's the last slide here. I don't know why it's behaving like that. So one thing is the image repository, and I think that's very important, and that's why I'm here, to learn from you guys. But I also would like to lobby for that we need to also think about this repository of image analysis tools, and then link them, right? How do we link the image repositories with the image analysis repositories? And there is something already there, but I think that I know that a lot of the experts are here. So I think also it will be a great opportunity if there is ever a white paper coming, hopefully soon, that we also include image analysis, right? And how do we link that? And of course, if you wish for everything, as we heard from Avi, it will be great to just not have image data, but it will be great that, again, if we change the culture and the institutions support us to structure research data so that you have a project and you have the data of the different things, different analysis you have done linked somehow, right? Because that's the power of AI and all that, right? So this is it. Thank you.